We play and call it work.
MiniWarGaming's Age of Sigmar Battle Report.
Hey everybody, welcome back to their Warhammer Fantasy Battle Report. Matthew and I are going to play a 2,000 point game of Orcs versus Chaos. Age of Sigmar. Alright, 2,000 points of Destruction versus Chaos. We're using some really old models. We're going to have to take a look at the army list and you'll understand in a second, but it's going to be really old school. Let's take a look at the list first. And here's 2,000 points of Orcs and Goblins on proper bases, the squares. No, don't worry, we actually are going to play Age of Sigmar. See, Matt's army's all on round bases. I just painted up a massive Orc and Goblin army.
I don't see any goblins. Are there goblins?
Well, they're not there on this particular list, but I do have a bunch of them painted up.
Oh.
And you know.
Seemed a little misleading to say this is my Orc and Goblin army.
Well, okay, if you're, Matthew, as a non-fantasy player, you kind of not talk for the next 3 minutes. You don't have your voice. Okay, no joke. I'm not playing
a fantasy player.
Matthew
I've played a lot of games
about fantasy. No talking.
I have played lots of games of fantasy, Steve. I'll have you know.
We have never played once, not once.
That's because by the time, I don't know. Well, I played lots of fantasy in 6th edition and a bit in 7th edition.
Yeah, actually, no, never mind. We're not gonna get into all that. So this list is Destruction Allegiance, obviously. Lots of Orcs, no Goblins, and okay. So we'll start off with leaders. We actually have 5 of them. We have 4 war bosses and 1 shaman. Now the war bosses is one war scroll, and then there's a bunch of different options like shield and choppa, double choppa. 2 of them have the totem keyword, which can be a cool little buff in combat. I'll explain when it does come up in the game. And then for battle line, we have 5 units of orcs. Just orcs. You don't have an extra name. No boys. It's just orcs.
Orcs. Orcs.
Orcs. No, it's just it's rated as orcs. So there's all 1 war scroll, but different equipment, obviously. So like shanks and bows, 2 choppas, spears and shields, hand weapon and shields.
Tell them the stats, Steve. Tell them the stats.
I actually can. 4 to hit, 4 to wound, 4 to hit, 4 to wound, 4 to hit, 4 to wound. Except they have 1 AP. They don't. They have 2 inch range.
What is an AP? I do not know that. What is this AP that you speak of?
Look at dude, I'm trying to get through this.
I think you mean rend.
They
do they also advance
will
in chart?
Reroll ones to hit. And yes, they're little horn blowers or musicians, little skinny drums or skin drums. Skinny drums. What is going on, Steve? You're breaking my brain. They give me, you know what? I'm not gonna tell you all the rules. And then I got guys on pigs, and then guys being dragged by pigs. Let's look at Matt's list. All right, what's in this stupid list full of wrong bases?
So I figured because Steve, so basically the story of this is Steve came to me a week or 2 ago, and he jokingly, but probably with hope in his heart.
I was true, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, what do you think of me playing with some square bases? Some of my Orcs and Goblins, and we've had a rule here, no square bases, because it looks better on circular. It just does. And also because we're playing Age of Sigmar here. It's been long enough, even though they still sell models with the square bases included. Anyways, and but the thing is, when he said that, I'm like, well, are they like Iron Jaws? He's like, no, they're like OG Orcs, like original Orcs. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm game for that. And he got really excited, and then I got really excited, because we're talking a generic Destruction Allegiance ability, which is awful. And I love when somebody's bringing an awful army, because then I can do stuff that I normally wouldn't do.
Like this?
This is, well, there's some good stuff in this,
sure,
but not nearly as many models as Steve's side, so that's going to be kind of their disadvantage. This is a generic Chaos Allegiance ability army, and it couldn't be Slaves of Darkness because I have too many points in these monsters. There's more than 400 points. So while I believe they could be allies to Slaves of Darkness, that makes it not. And I wouldn't want to bring Slaves of Darkness anyways, because I want to go with the theme of just old school, awful allegiance abilities. And so this is my army. So I've got 3 leaders out front. We've got, on the right is actually the old Archaon model, which is so cool. Look at that guy. Look how big he is. He's huge. So I'm going to play him as just a generic Chaos Lord, which doesn't quite, live up to the name of Archaon, but it's pretty neat. Right next to him is Be'lakor, the Undivided Demon Prince. The first Demon Prince?
The first, yep.
And then next to him is a Dark Oath Chieftain. Yagvir, actually.
That is Yagvir.
This is actually Yagvir. So, not Yagvir, because Yagvir is not a Dark Oath Chieftain, but whatever. And then behind them we have our battle line. We got a big full squad of 40 Chaos Marauders. It looks like they have a mixture of weapons, but they're just going to be the hand weapon and shield. And then next to that we've got 2 units of 10 Chaos Warriors. I wanted to bring stuff that was just, that you could have played with Warhammer Fantasy, essentially. And I think every model here, except the Dark Oath Chieftain, was in Warhammer Fantasy. Am I correct in saying that?
Yep.
Even those 3 monsters.
Yep.
Because the Dark Oath Chieftain came out later.
Correct. That was only
As a Harbinger or something or whatever, when they were still figuring things out. And then behind that, and also the Endless Spell, obviously. And although the Endless Spells did exist in Warhammer Fantasy, but usually as like a spell.
In a different form. Pendulum did. Oh, actually, Pendulum did exist.
I was going to say, I thought Pendulum did
Yeah,
too.
Laura Shadow.
Yeah, so we have a Pendulum, an Endless Spell that can't turn around on myself, thankfully, so I don't care about paying the points and letting Steve control it. We got a Mutalith Vortex Beast, which I can choose to give the Tzeentch keyword, but I will not, because this is going to be an undivided list. It doesn't do anything to give it the Tzeentch keyword.
Does it come with Tzeentch?
There is a Tzeentch Mutalith Vortex guy that is in like the Tzeentch armies. You have no choice but to give him the Tzeentch keyword. Just like there's a Tzeentch Chaos Spawn.
Well, that's cool.
But they're the same thing.
So it's generic.
So this is
Vortex
a generic
Beast.
Mutalith Vortex Beast.
Cool.
And it does some mutations in the hero phase. And we got a couple dragons, because they're normally awful. But against Steve's army, they might actually be scary.
Slightly less awful?
Yeah, so the one in the middle is a Warp Fire Dragon. So this one spews out, you guessed it, Warp Fire, about 12 inches away, and then closes into combat and does all sorts of damage. And then the one on the right, now you said this used to be a named character?
Well, okay, so there's a little more. Okay, so there was a Chaos Dragon with 2 heads, Galrock.
Is this that model?
But no, so the Galrock model is actually terrible.
I think this is a conversion, right?
Yeah, you remember the old size of the base? The little small square?
Yeah.
Galrock was, he was long and all made of metal, and it was actually impossible to stand him up.
So
no matter what, yeah, you'd always, yeah. So this was converted up using a Dark Elf Dragon.
With an extra head.
And split the neck in half with 2 heads.
Which is really cool. So Chaos Dragons have 2 heads, so that works perfectly. Essentially, they both have a different shooting attack. It actually is a wizard that can cast 2 spells, and so is Bellicor, which is really neat.
That's that guy.
And its spell is nasty. It chooses a unit within enemy unit within 18 inches, and every single model makes 1 single close combat attack.
Yeah.
Now, the only redeeming factor on Steve's side is that they all suck at close combat. So that's where your 4s and 4s
Excuse
don't
me?
work again.
Respect the green.
Hey, well,
If I remember correctly, though, he's point cost prohibitive. He looks good on paper, but he's really
it's
expensive.
like 260 points.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, they're not ridiculous.
That's up there, but I think he's like he doesn't have that many wounds. I think he's like 10.
Yeah, he definitely isn't. He's definitely not good in a more competitive setting.
Right.
He is. I'll tell you in a second.
But when you put
340 points.
That sounds more right.
Yeah, that's right. He's garbage. And this is 240 points. The Mutalith Vortex Beast is only 170. So between the two, this is 580 points, and so they couldn't have brought as allies.
Ouch.
Yeah, and this is what you do, right? This is how you have fun with games. If somebody's going to bring a cool old list that obviously I'm not making fun of it. It's just there's a reason they're legends, right? They don't get updated anymore, which means they're going to get left far behind in terms of balance. And the Marauders and Warriors are actually decent, so they might make up for the lack of the monsters being any good.
Well, they're not. I don't know if decent's fair.
Oh, come on. You like these guys.
You know what? You're right.
When
They
there's at
did
least
get
20,
they did get better. You're right.
There's at least 10 is +1 to hit, so they hit on 3s. You're jealous now.
Actually,
and
yeah.
when there's at least 20, they have a rend of 1. And so that's
Well,
actually
when my Orcs turn squads of 20 more get an extra attack, please don't kill 1 model.
Are they actually at 1 extra?
Yeah.
20? Oh.
But they're all 3 different weapons, so I can't make 1 big squad.
Oh no! You see, because when I was building the squad, I was going to make 2 squads of 20, but then when I saw when it's at least 20 they get a rend,
Right,
I'm like, oh
exactly.
yeah, you got to bring 40.
Oh, wait a minute. What am I saying? I completely brain farted that last book. They became amazing.
Yeah, because when they charge, they changed the lowest die to a 6.
Yeah, they got a nice. Yeah, no, actually, I take back what I said, everybody. I apologize. They actually did get quite nice buffs.
No, that's what I'm trying to say.
That.
Like these are actually, as much as they're old school, they're in newer battle tomes, and so they have gotten. They're not. I wouldn't say they're the best thing in Age of Sigmar by any stretch of the imagination. Because there's
certain
combos.
There's a spell that could teleport them across the table.
Yes, I don't have that. So they're just going to be a blob of 40 moving up the table, and they'll hit. And the nice thing is they're on 25 mils, whereas your Orcs are supposed to be on 32 mils.
Correct.
So they can't fight in 2
We
ranks.
will play them as if they're on the proper 32 mil.
Well, that's what the rules say to do, right? They say if
exactly.
they're not on the right size base, treat them as if they were. So your Orcs can't fight in 2 ranks. They'll have to always be spread out a little bit more.
That's why I got spears.
Sure. Well, then the spears, but the spears probably worse than the other weapon, right? So yeah, I think I've talked enough. It's all old school stuff here, and except for that Dark Oath Chieftain, but it looks old school enough. So although it's enormous. So that's my and just so you know, Chaos Allegiance ability is generic abilities. So I gave him Lord of War, which lets me choose a unit within 3 inches and give him +1 to hit on a 4+. I have to roll 4+. And then the artifact I gave him units within 6 inches, not wholly within something, just within 6 inches, do not have to take battle shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard the same one. I have Ravager and I ignore mortal wounds on my lord. I'll explain Ravager in my first hero phase. Today, Matthew and I are going to play the Blade's Edge scenario from the General's Handbook 2020. This scenario has us deploying on the long table edges, 24 inches apart. There are 6 objectives, all 18 inches from the table edges and 18 inches from each other, but relatively close in the center of the table. Each of us will score 1 victory point for every objective we control at the end of our turns. However, starting from the second battle round on, whoever is going second in the battle round will remove 1 objective at the start of that battle round. Here is the mat we're going to play in our game. It is a game mat. We have some terrain from Printable Scenery and Gale Force Line and always some old Games Workshop stuff. And to clarify what I just said, actually this is mat, I called it a game mat, actually from gamemat.eu, they make a lot of mats, you can check them out. And Matthew won the roll, chose that side, we went back and forth in deployment, and this is my green horde. Now, this is very important. Well, first of all, I'll explain, I'm not gonna, that's it. That's how the green guys are. They're very regimented. You put
very,
your
very ordered for destruction army.
I'm gonna give a bit of a lore history in a second about this. But for Matthew, he's got his big old blob in the center, and with the warriors on his flanks, dragons in behind, with his characters cowardly, afraid of the greens, way back behind the marauders. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with the Orcs, they were a very regimented, organized, militaristic group. So they're gonna walk in this formation up the table and try to get flanks and charges and stuff on Matthew.
I seem to remember whenever I watch them, there's a lot of infighting.
No, it never happens. We will win this game in the movement phase as we outmaneuver this rabbling horde, this horde of barbarians, just we're going across the field.
Yeah. Now I should point out, in all seriousness, that obviously the way Steve has deployed is technically illegal.
Yep.
Because the size of their bases.
The best kind of illegal is technical.
Yeah, technical. Because their bases are supposed to be slightly bigger than what they are right there. They're 32 millimeter circular bases, and these are what? Are those 25?
25.
Yeah, so they wouldn't be able to fit that way. And so, but...
Well, they would be spread farther back is what would happen here. I'd fill farther back.
And sideways.
Yeah.
So we'll always make sure your intent is not to stay on the movement trays once the charges happen, right?
Well, they don't know that yet, but yes. So if you ever see me play Age of Sigmar years ago, back when this was a standard actually, this is actually very common. And then usually the first charge or the first run, they separate the movement trays as they go fill the tray. It's really fast to pick up 110 models from that table.
Oh yeah,
this table.
It took me the same time to put your whole army down. I had to put these 40 marauders.
Yeah, well, you just pull back the curtain there. We didn't go back and forth to take out board wait for him to deploy his army. They put my army on the table.
But I still finished first, so I get to choose.
That's true. Who's gonna go first?
You are.
I don't know my rules. Dang it. Okay, Orcs and Goblins / Destructions hero phase.
Again, no goblins.
No goblins this time.
Orcs and Goblins, sans goblins.
Sans goblins. Well, they're Wheatley. They don't adhere to the regimental.
Do you actually have goblins that you could bring on square bases?
Yep.
That are not already in the Age of Sigmar?
Okay, so this is a very small portion of the Orcs and Goblins I painted up.
But the goblins that you have, are they night goblins?
They're night goblins.
Okay, so those are actually in Age of Sigmar.
Well,
they're stab us and shoot us.
The old goblins are also still in Age of Sigmar, but
no. I mean, they're in an official battle tome.
Oh, correct. Yes.
So that I said square bases are fine as long as they're not in a newer battle tome.
Oh, interesting. I totally heard that, understood that.
Yeah. That's why you did that. Yeah, because when you said that, I'm like, yeah, it's fine as long as everything you bring on square bases could not. It's just not in a battle tome.
I'm using literally 4 War Scrolls in this whole army.
Yeah.
They're all multiples.
It's awesome.
Okay, so my hero phase, I'm going to cast a spell. My damaging spell isn't going to do any range. I'm probably going to just cast Mystic Shield on somebody. But before that, we're going to roll for Rampaging Destruction.
It's their battle trait. It's Rampage and Destroyers. Now, it's not the start of the hero phase, so you are allowed to cast spells first if you want. But it's just in your hero phase you're going to roll for this. So you could cast, if you want to buff something in case it's going to move up and it's going to get out of range, you could cast a spell.
You have to fear everybody. The last time I played Pure Destruction like anybody was many years ago.
It's been a while.
And that used to be at the start of the hero phase. But I will just go ahead and move them first. So my Warlord trait, there he is. He's the Warlord. He ignores mortal wounds on a 5+, but his trait is Ravager, so he picks a unit, they do it on a
3+.
3+, yeah, it's a 3+.
Normally it's a 4+ for your general.
So we're gonna go ahead and do this one first on the Boar Boys. Picking the unit, rolling the die, normally a 6+, +3 for him, so 3+. Now they're gonna get a 6-inch move so long as there's no enemies within 12 of me.
Otherwise they charge.
Yeah, exactly. Roar. And then we're going to go ahead with this war boss. We're going to pick this unit only on a 6. Nope. Going down the field, we'll do the shaman on the...
Now, technically, you don't have to pick the unit until you roll the 6.
That's true, but I only had one. Oh,
Hey, look at that!
okay.
That might actually get...
Now I have to check if that counts as movement for them, because they have a thing where if they don't move, this guy's going to pick... Oh, you know what? We're going to have him go first and see if we can get them moving, and then we'll roll for the last totem. Nope. And we're going to try to cast one spell. We're going to go for Mystic Shield. We got it with a 9. You look like you're close enough with Be'lakor over there.
Sure.
We'll try to unbind that.
I might as well. I have 4 unbinds.
Yeah.
Between Be'lakor and this Chaos Dragon, so... Unbound!
Yep. Nope.
Look at that!
We don't need no Mystic Shield.
Yeah.
We have the Wa Shield.
We failed to mention we're actually playing in the realm of beasts, so this gives us a few things. First off is the spell Wild Form, which has a cast value of 5, gives a unit +2 to run and charge, which is very powerful. Also, every terrain feature has a deadly terrain feat, which is really annoying because it means you have to roll more dice that don't typically do anything. If you finish a normal move or a charge move within an inch of any terrain feature, you roll a die, and I think it's on a 1 you take D3 mortal wounds, or on a 6, it's a 1 in 6 chance that you take some mortal wounds. And lastly, you have access to a command ability that I'm going to have to double check to see what it does. I remember now, because I looked it up. You can choose, the command ability is a hero can choose a monster within 12 inches, and that monster counts as having taken 0 wounds when looking at its chart. So it doesn't actually not have taken 0 or taken no wounds, but just for purposes of looking at the chart for all its different values.
Powerful monsters here. All right, take a look at this movement, because in about half a second, it's going to look like. And now it's like this, because everybody ran, even the archers, except these unit of boar boys. Just moving up the field, holding objectives. Nothing to shoot, but
That looks pretty cool.
It's a big sea of green.
Yeah, yeah.
We are going to declare a charge with this boar boy unit. I don't know if I'm actually going to follow through with it, but I want to see what I roll. I do get +2 to the roll because I have a Warhorn. Ooh,
Well,
12?
you're definitely going to be in.
I might take it. You know, I'm definitely into that one. I'm thinking.
You got lots of units to throw away,
Basically,
right?
I have a nice command ability, but they're going to be too far away to make use of it, but whatever. Finishing like that, and we're going to pile in a second. However, just forgot something about a special rule on him. He gets powered by the green guys around him. He had +1 to cast. So
Because he had at least 20 orcs within 8 inches.
Yeah. So I would have put it on this squad here for rerolling once for Mystic Shield, but this squad did run up ahead of him. But yeah, that's where it goes. But that's where I would have put it anyway.
Yeah, and I only beat you by 1. So you rolled a natural 9, I rolled a natural 10. So that +1 would have meant I didn't unbind it.
All right, let's go ahead and pick them to fight. Kind of spread them out a bit. Not all the boars will be able to fight, because I'm trying to play them as on a wider basis. So all the spears will be in range, but the boars, well, we're going to lose some of them. We're going to start off with our pig stickers. 11 attacks from 10 models, hitting on 4s. And wounding on 4s. But before you do the saves, I'll roll my boar attacks. It's all the same. And then the boars, most of them are fighting. They're hitting on 4s.
Wow.
They are wounded on 4s, but because they charged,
Reroll wounds?
we roll the wound. Okay.
Nice.
Now there's no run, so we can add these all together.
So 11. So you did 11 total, but as long as I have at least 10 models, I get to re-roll my save. So I'm going to have to do these, and they're 2 wounds each. So I have to do these 2 at a time until one guy dies, and then I can do the rest. So the first guy, okay. Actually, I'm going to retract that. Steve pointed out that you don't actually remove models until you finish rolling all of your saves.
Yeah.
And you're actually correct. I double checked it. It felt like very powerful, but it actually is true. So we don't do attacks one at a time. You do all your attacks, and then we allocate wounds all the time. I'm getting that mixed up with 40K.
Right.
40K, that would be correct.
When the game is very similar, but minor differences.
Yeah. 40K, what I just said was correct. You would do them one at a time.
Absolutely.
Because then, but yeah. So
but this one, they all roll the sage for allocate any damage.
Yikes! Yikes!
Hey, that's the thing.
Oh no!
Not even one.
Oh, 1 wound. Okay,
So
well.
one guy's down to 1 wound, and then
Yikes.
here comes the reprisal.
Yeah, no, just.
Oh no! I brought the dragon in.
Yeah, you put the dragon in, buddy. Did you not want to? But you'd already rolled your attacks, so
It's too late.
well, we'll see. Yeah, 2 attacks each, plus an extra for the leader, hitting on 3s with their weapons. Oh goodness. And we're looking at 3s to wound. No rend, but holy cow.
We got a 5-up save, but we got Wa shields. We also do the same thing as you. We reroll. We are going to take 4 wounds.
Free rollable.
No.
Oh, get back here.
Time for Battle Shock. So I have Bravery 5, but my banner gives me +2 Bravery if I have enemies within 3 inches of me. But your banner gives me -1 Bravery. So Bravery 6, lost 2 boars. We're fine.
You're fine.
After counting who has more models on the objective, I do. So at the end of my turn 1, I'm going to score 4 points. Hero phase, you got lots to do?
I got a few things to do. It's funny because it's like I can do some bad things to a unit, but I don't. It's like your units are all the same, and so it's, which is great and terrible because it feels
They're
like
all the same.
Yeah, it's like I guess I'll hurt them. So the Mutalith Vortex Beast does an Aura of Mutation. I pick an enemy within 18 inches and roll a die, and there's a bunch of different effects it could be. I'm going to choose our Spear Auric boys.
Fair.
Or just Orcs.
You roll die, consult the chart.
You just roll the die. Usually higher is better. So they're going to take D6 mortal wounds, and if anybody dies, which they will, I get a Chaos Spawn. And it's set up within 3 inches of that unit.
What? You just roll die and you get 53 points.
Yep.
Okay, now when these guys were playable armies, that we got to pay beforehand. So I think we should. You can't. No.
So D6 of them will die.
No.
Are they 1 wound each?
Yeah. What do you think?
So 5 of them die. Your choice. And it doesn't matter which ones you remove. I put the spawn wherever I want. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a spawn.
I'm just gonna pull them from the back.
That makes sense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Chaos Spawn within 3 inches, but I don't want them to die super easily. So I'll put them somewhere where it's hard for you to engage lots of them, but it will kind of...
So just so everybody explains what happened here, one of the guys back here turned into a spawn, but he rolled over there.
Well, no, one of the guys up here turned into a spawn, and then you just shifted forward.
No. I move my move phase.
Well, yeah. Chaos Dragon is going to gaze over at your boar boys and try to make them fight themselves. He needs a 7 to cast this. He gets it. You want to try to unbind it? I've got 3 more spells to cast. I have an Endless spell and some other built-in ones, and Arcane Bolt and Mystic Shield too.
I'm gonna let you have that one.
And also Wild Form. I got Wild Form too.
I'm gonna attack myself.
Yeah, so there's 8 guys have to attack, and I get to pick. If you have more than one weapon, I get to pick. They're only 1 attack each though, so whatever is your best weapon.
They're exactly the same profile.
Then yes.
Oh no! It's 1 weapon.
One weapon.
attacking.
Each guy attacks with 1 attack.
Okay, so they're exactly the same then.
Yeah, so I want then, and if that's the case, I want the pigs to eat the guys on top.
Oh, you're going with my big green ankles. 4s to hit.
Come on, somebody die from this.
4s to wound.
And then 5 up.
5 up save, re-roll.
No, you don't get to re-roll. This isn't the combat phase. Is it in combat or the combat phase?
That's a good question.
We'll double check.
So only the combat phase I get my boar shield, not combat. So that one goes through as well.
So 3 of them.
We're gonna put the champion, the guy in charge, the orc in charge, down to 1 wound.
And then the Chaos Dragon is going to attempt to summon the Pendulum and put it there. Need a 6 to cast. And he gets it. Did you want to try to unbind that?
Can it hit me right now?
It moves only 8 inches, so
Yeah,
no, not
you
yet.
can have it.
Not yet. And I'm going to move its full 8 inches. Obviously not hurting anybody. Bellicor knows Arcane Bolt and Mystic Shield, and a spell that's only 6-inch range for enemies to make them -1 to wound. So I'll just start with Arcane Bolt. Do you want to unbind that, or do you want to save it for Mystic Shield?
Yeah, I'm saving Mystic Shield.
Okay, well let's kill your boar boy then.
Yep. You want to pull more?
And then finally Mystic Shield. Should I go with an 8? You might as well try to unbind.
I do.
You do, all right. And my Chaos, my Chaos Lord's command trait is Lord of War. On a 4+, I can choose a unit, and they'll get +1 to hit. And I get it, so I'll give it to the Marauders. They'll get +1 to their hit rolls.
We're going on to movement.
Yeah, I remember now. I wanted to actually cast Wild Form on them to get +2 run and charge, but it would have been instead of Mystic Shield, and you unbound it anyway, so it all works. Because I still would have wanted to do Arcane Bolt. Oh, I don't know. Maybe Mystic Shield and Wild Form on them would have made more sense. But either way, movement phase.
This is going to take a while. Do you have anything special happening? Is everybody's going to move forward?
Basically, moving forward. I'm not necessarily going to be moving to engage, although, because you got your boar boys kind of coming in from my flank. And then the dragons want to get in a position to breathe their chaotic flames.
And this is the movement.
I'm sorry, what were you saying about my heroes leading from behind?
Yeah. Now they're going to die at the front.
Yeah.
We got warriors trying to hold off a flank, and then the monsters and that monster.
Yeah.
Ran forward.
Only the warriors ran, so everybody else will be eligible for shooting and charging.
As we go on to the shooting phase.
I have a little bit. I'm going to start with my Chaos Dragon. He's got 2 different shooting attacks, 1 with each head. We'll start with this. We'll do the Swath of Dark Fire, which is 2d6 shots at your chariot, but we'll do the Breath of Mutation onto your spears. Ooh. Let's start with the Swath of Dark Fire. I do 2d6 shots with this, so 10 shots. These are 3s and 3s -1. So we're looking at 3s to hit, 3s to wound. So we're looking at 5 wounds, not enough to kill.
Chariot will have a 5 save against that, and we take 5 wounds.
Oh, we've got 1 wound left.
Boom.
And then the other head just does flat D3 mortal wounds. And for every model that is slain, on a 4+, you'll take another mortal wound, as they all, because basically it makes them frenzy. So D3 of them will die. So 2 of them, and I'll just roll the 4-ups right now. Oh, no more.
2?
They have good composure. And they both turn into Chaos Spawn. Just kidding. The Warpfire Dragon breathes 12 inches out, and basically I roll a die on a 2+, does D3 mortal wounds, on a 6 it'll do D6. Other than that, there's no other effects. I'm just curious where I should go. Should I just try to finish off? So basically on a 2+, this thing is dead. Or do I start to work through some of your groups of guys? I think I want to start working through some groups of guys so that I can have them run in the Battle Shock phase, because you only have 1 command point for Inspiring Presence. So I'm going to put it on this unit of Orcs. So 2+ does D3 mortal wounds. So D3 of them will just die. 2 of them. Your choice.
Oh no, they're only a directive. Charges?
That is all, yeah, it's all my shooting. It's just the dragons that shoot. So we'll start with my charges. Now the Marauders have a nice rule. First off, they'll get +1 to charge from their drum, but when they roll a charge, I change the lowest die into a 6, so I should be able to get there nicely. But I got some heroes in the way. So we're gonna start with my Chaos Dragon charging. I just want to get him up into those Orcs. I guess they're all just Orcs, right? And so he'll just go right here. Be'lakor will then declare a charge, and you also get 8 inches. I think I'm just going to shove him up right beside the dragon. Our Warpfire Dragon over here will charge 8 inches. What are my choices? I think he's just going to nestle nicely between these 2 units. Well, let's go over a bit. I know that puts more on him. You know, let's just get in, just barely get in. And then we'll do the, I can't charge my Chieftain because he ran to get there. So we'll have the Marauders charge, and that'll be a 13-inch charge.
Explain what you just did.
So I said it before,
Oh.
that the lowest die turns into a 6 for
The
Marauders.
highest die, yeah.
The lowest die.
I know, it turns into the highest die.
No.
Oh, you're right. It's
No, it turns into a 6.
You're right.
You're thinking of spellcasting for Lords of Change.
That's right. Actually, it was.
Yeah, that's actually their rule.
But that's why they got significantly buffed.
Yes. So like this is their charge. Like this is ridiculous.
Oh, that's a sea of humans.
That's a lot of guys. And then I am actually going to charge the Mutolith Vortex Beast
Why?
into this unit. Because I'm going to tell the audience this. Be'lakor has a rule that secretly before the game begins, I choose an enemy unit, and then I reveal it at the beginning of an enemy hero phase, any one of them. And then until the next hero phase, my next hero phase, so if we get a double turn, that actually does it. Every time that unit wants to do anything, cast a spell, move, shoot, charge, fight, they have to roll 5+ to be able to do so. Otherwise they go, what was I doing? And it was going to be this unit. Well, it is this unit. It is this unit because I can't change it. But I think I'm going to kill them before it matters. So the Mutolith Vortex Beast will charge 10 inches. Wow, my charges have been spot on. And he's basically going to come in, and we're not going to engage another unit. We'll let them decide what they want to do afterwards. But we will kind of block as much as we can.
This orc can start the combat phase and use the Wah command ability, and all my units wholly within 18 of them, so eventually these 3 will get +1 to attack their melee weapons.
Now I have a command ability on the Chieftain, because they're basically models wholly within 12 inches can fight when they die, as long as they haven't already fought. It only works on Chaos Marauders and Cultists, so the Warcry stuff. And so I'm just like, I'm curious whether it's worth doing, because if I choose for them to go first, then I don't need to do it. But would I like to go with something else first and then let them just fight even when they die? And then I'll pile in more guys and fight again, because you don't even remove them on my guys. So I don't know the answer to that. Like obviously they have lots of attacks, and they're going to be +2 to hit right now and -1.
You're overthinking it, dude. You're killing the whole thing.
Yeah, I know. I just got to do the Marauders. So I'm not going to use any of my command. You know what? No, I'm not going to do all out attack. It's unnecessary. So I will start with the Marauders fighting with their bajillion attacks. So 4 of them will attack the Chariot. 4 will attack the regular Orcs over here with weapons. And the other 12 will attack the Archers. We'll start with the 4 attacking the Chariot. Now they get +1 attack, or +1 to hit because of the ability, the Lord of War ability I gave them before, and they get another +1 because there's at least 10 of them. So they're hitting on 2s. So all 8 that hit, and then they wound on 4s. And there's 4. And these are -1 rend because there's at least 20 of them. 4 of them, but 5 of them.
Oh, he's dead.
Chariot dies. And then we've got the 12 in the middle against the archers. There's actually one more that should be in here because the leader's there, so I'll just re-roll a 1-1. There's
you got
only 2
one.
ones.
Oh, there's 2.
There's 2 ones, man. There's 2 ones. 4s to wound. Do you have a save with -1?
Yeah, I got a 5-up save.
Oh,
so
you do?
6-up.
That's right.
Well, maybe I can survive. I do.
You do?
I do.
2 of them survive.
Still, okay, well.
8 die.
We're gonna kill. Hey, these ones are not in combat.
So you can shoot at me? Oh, you can shoot at me anyways.
I think they're gonna run anyway.
They're probably gonna run.
There's no banner.
And then finally, the 8 attacks into the other orcs with shields. They should fare better. We're looking at 2s to hit and 4s to wound. 5.
Looking for the 6s. We got 1 so far, but they got shields. We had to reroll our saves. 3 die. We're gonna go. Boom. Boom. I think we might as well go with these boys over here. Plus, because I have the extra attack from this guy here, we have 3 attacking them and 3 attacking the dragon. So into the marauders, hitting on 4s. Yup. And wounding on 4s. We got AP1.
Rend -1?
Yep.
Well, my shields give me +1 of my saves, so I'm back to a 6-up.
6-up's not pretty good though. Oh, we got 1.
1 dies.
And then we have 3 into the dragon, but this is also the boss. Hitting on 4s.
Dude.
And 4s. We got 1.
Well, -1 rend.
-1 rend.
So 5-up save on the dragon then. And he's fine.
It's your pick.
Oh, good. I will fight with my Chaos Warriors next. Ooh, I gotta be careful actually. Because I'm gonna bring this guy over, but he's the injured one. So, yeah, I'm gonna lose coherency when he dies. So I'm not gonna take that risk. I will just not have him fight yet. Got 13 attacks with our leader in there, hitting on 3s. Yikes. And 3s to wound. Yikes, only 3.
5-up save. Re-rolling it. Oh, we're still alive.
Don't kill anything, yeah.
At the end over there, I'll take a wound. And then we are going to go over to our spear boys. 11 mobs getting to range with a 2-inch reach. We have 12 attacks. Hitting on 4s. Not bad, I'll take that. Wounding on 4s. We got 4 with no rend. What's the save on that guy?
4-up.
Oh. Hey, I'll
Takes 2
take it.
wounds. He goes down to 10, which is not enough yet to weaken him. He has to get to 9. Be'lakor will attack your archers. He's got 6 attacks with his awesome sword, hitting on 3s. Oh no.
Nope.
These are -1, 2 damage apiece. So we're wounding on 3s. Oh, there's 5 of them, Steve.
Ooh, okay.
There's 5 of them.
We got to make a single 6. No,
They're all dead.
I'm going to fight with my boars.
That's all that's left.
Because we have extra attacks now, we're hitting on 4s with the boars and the spears. We roll them all together now because we didn't charge. And they're all wounding on 4s.
Oh, no.
We got, looks like
6.
6.
Well, I still have 10 guys. So 4-up save.
Rerolling.
Reroll. Oh, like that. It was a perfect straight. Did you see that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's very satisfying. Okay. All right. We've gotten rid of the re-rollable saves now.
Next time I fight you.
Next time. Yeah. Let's do the Megalith Vortex Beast. I'm not going to pile anything because I've placed him in such a way that the pendulum shouldn't cross over him. I hope so. We need a laser. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, this also hits whatever it ends within an inch of. So I just put my Megalith Vortex Beast in the path of it. Oh no, I might lose the game because of that. Probably not. Actually, I'm just joking. The Chaos Spawn actually is going to go next. I realized I want him to... What are you staring at, Steve? I'm sorry. I didn't know that I would do so well on a charge. I'm not used to fighting something that just dies when it fails a save. There's usually some sort of shenanigan. Like if these orcs were ever updated, stop looking at... You can't see Steve's look on his face, but he's just basically doing this. If these ever got an update, which they won't, they would be 2 wounds each, easily. But then they need more points too. Chaos Spawn, pile in and fight.
You know what? You take over the narrating. I don't think I'm playing this game anymore.
2d6 attacks, but if I roll doubles, he gets +1 to hit and wound. 7. Looking at 4s and 4s. He's as good as an orc, except... Yep, he's as good as an orc.
5-up save.
Reroll,
Reroll.
reroll.
Rerollable.
I killed one!
This guy's face, he bit it right off.
Yeah, I think you're done, right?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, so
So
the
done.
Vortex Beast. We'll start with his claws. They hit on 4s. Guess what? They wound on 1s, but 1s always fail, so 2s. And it's -1d3.
Okay, well, we get that 6-up rerollable. Nope.
So D3 of them will die from that. So 2 of them so far. His Betentacled Maw, which is 3d6 orcs come out of his mouth to attack you.
I believe it.
There's 14 orcs coming out. And by orcs, I mean 1 attack each, 4s and 4s. So far these are swinging better than orcs. There it is,
Oh, there you
3 of them.
When we get that sweet 5 up, that's rerollable. Oh,
I'll kill one more.
Blink.
And lastly, for me, well, technically the Chaos Dragon hasn't gone yet, but he's got nowhere to go or anybody to kill. So sad. The Warfire Dragon is going to attack your orcs. We'll start with his Snapping Jaw, which is D3 attacks. 3s to hit and wound, -1 D6 damage. Oh, okay, good. And then 5 attacks from his Twisting Claws. We're looking at 3s to hit and 3s to wound. These are -1, 2 damage each.
6 up, rerollable save.
So 4 of them die.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
So Battle Shock. I lost 1 Chaos Warrior and 1 Marauder, and so I'm not gonna need to roll any Battle Shock.
I lost, doing the quick calculations, 80 hours of work.
It's fine. It's fine. We're not playing for keepsies, Steve. I don't get to take home your models.
Did I lose
You only lost one. You only lost one.
Okay,
so they're
so
bravery 6 with all the modifiers.
All the modifiers. So on a 6, somebody else is going to go? No.
You're good.
How many's over here? So we lost 10 right there.
No, 9. There's one more guy.
4, 5. Yep. We
11.
lost 9 of them. They are bravery +2, so 7.
Actually, they'll be bravery 8 because there's at least 10, but then down to 7 because of the banner. So you're fine. Oh wait. No, you lost 9 guys.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about playing 40k again.
Yeah, 1 doesn't just do nothing. 3 guys run.
Over here.
I think they run automatically even on a 1.
Bravery 7 right here. Lost 11 models.
So 8 more run.
Today, we still got our skinny war drummer.
That was rough.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Matthew,
I want a rematch with destruction monsters. Just nothing but monsters.
No more monsters. You are also the scorer. Actually, count that one up.
It's still the same. I haven't moved any closer.
So you get 3 points.
So I don't get this one. I get 1, 2. Yeah, I got that one. So 3 points total. So the score is 4-3 for you as we go into battle round 2.
Oh, who's going first battle round 2?
You do.
I'm picking. You're going first. It actually makes sense.
You want me to have a double turn right now?
Yep.
You mean
because
while I'm stuck in combat?
I'm removing this objective. And I'll be moving this right here and just hitting you.
For D6 mortal wounds.
And you're kind of stuck with a couple of things, but you can have a couple of things free, but this actually makes sense for me. Let's do some damage to the Vortex Beast. It's going to be 4 more.
So he's down to 6.
And so long as you don't kill him in the hero phase, I'll be happy.
It could.
In your hero phase, you do some things.
The Mutalith Vortex Beast heals D3 wounds.
Of course he does.
Just 1.
Just 1, okay. We
back up to 7.
Didn't lose all our progress.
Yeah, that was.
Do you want to reveal your hero phase thing where that?
Oh, that's in your hero phase. I was supposed to do that.
True.
So it was going to be this unit. I already said that, and it's not going to matter, which I'm okay with because that thing is so annoying. So I'm going to do the Mutalith Vortex Beast's Aura of Mutation. We're going to put it on this unit and see if I get another free Chaos Spawn. So we'll roll a die. There's different effects, but we know what a 6 does. Oh no! No!
You kidding me, bro? Why do you do this?
Okay. For information.
No. Oh, okay, information purposes.
They could give them -1 bravery, or -1 run, or -1 move for the rest of the battle.
But
So you could,
no, we're gonna take a bunch of
or it can just do D3 mortal wounds, or D6 mortal wounds, or D6 mortal wounds, and if you kill something, you get a free spawn. So let's see how many we kill, and then I'll go over to where the spawn are. I didn't bother bringing another one because I didn't think I'd roll 6 twice in a row. 5 of them die. And then we get to put a Mutalith Vortex Beast, or a Chaos Spawn. Oh no.
Are you allowed to put things in engagement range?
It says I have to place it within 3 inches. It gives no other specifications. So it has, first off, it has to be in their fighting range. Like we have to, right? But like I could be like, oh no, I'm not doing that. I'm not. No. Your boar boys get to go somewhere. Nope, stop it. I get to place it, Steve. No. They might actually kill it too, so there's actually a tactical reason for me not to do
fair.
that. I'll put it at the back here. Then let's do some spells. My Chaos Dragon is going to try to get you to punch yourself.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast Treasonous Curse on a 7 or higher.
Okay, who's going to punch themselves?
You know what? This unit seems to deserve it.
So there's 50 in that squad, and they're going to be hitting themselves on 4s. Now here's my question. Do all the rules still apply?
Well, it's their melee attacks. They make 1 attack each.
Well, they have a rule built to have 2 choppers, reroll 1s.
Does it say they must reroll 1s, or they can reroll 1s?
Well, they're going to.
You want to kill yourself faster? Please get me out of this game.
And then we're wounding all 4s.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, there's a banner nearby. They're holding within 16, so they reroll 1s to wound.
Is it can or
They will.
And -1 red?
-1, so we have a 6 of save.
But you don't get to reroll that because
No.
you're not in the combat phase.
No shields on the squad.
Oh, there's no shields anyways. That's right. Then he'll cast Wild Form on himself. This is the Realm of Beast spell to give him +2 run and charge. You want to stop that?
Nope.
Okay, and then Be'lakor, he's got the -1 to wound thing. He'll put it on your Shaman. So I may.
Do you have any more spells?
I have one more.
I'm done.
Either Arcane Bolt or Mystic
I'm
Shield.
not going to unbind.
Okay, so you're -1 to wound. Are you sure you don't want to unbind that?
Yeah, I think I'll get through it.
You're
I'll
okay?
bear that one.
All right. Okay.
What are you trying to cast?
I don't know. Arcane Bolt or Mystic Shield. I'll roll first and then choose. So if I roll an 11, I can get more.
that's
Yeah,
fine, yeah.
no, okay. I should think about this. Mystic Shield. All right, try to stop Mystic Shield.
Why didn't you try to arcane bolt that one guy?
You didn't. So the Marauders will have Mystic Shield.
Well, I did kill one of them, so that's gonna.
Yeah, there's only 39 of them left.
Well, you got movement.
Yeah, not a lot though, because like you said, you've got me tied up with these.
And those two, so.
Yeah, because I didn't kill it. I should have zapped him and turned him into a chaos spawn. That you know would have
That's
been
why
nice.
I kept my. Yeah.
It's fine. It's really
it's
fine.
fine.
I'm gonna fly this dragon over, and if there's a spot in there, I'm gonna. Yeah, his space is weird, so. And he's gonna land right. You know what? I don't think he'll be able to. I know it. There. Okay. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I see him. I'm just trying to see if they're 3 inches away. But there's not, okay? I get it. I get it. Just stop. Stop. Okay, I'm going to just fly over here. I'm good. I'm more than 3 inches away.
Measure it. Yeah, you're fine.
Be'lakor.
Blackor.
He is going to fly.
Oh, he's interesting.
Here.
That's a mistake. Okay.
Yeah, whatever. These Chaos Warriors are going to move this way. Now, we've agreed before the game that we just kind of ignore these little walls, otherwise...
So I'm just going to move them out of the way now because they're going to be in the way in a moment.
Okay, oops, I should move that.
More to look cool, but these things impact the game way too much.
Well, the biggest part is the piling in.
Yeah.
I don't mind the because you have to go over them as an inch up, inch down. I don't mind the -2 to charging, -2 to move. But when you're on the one side and you're 3 inches away from the enemy, and they're more than an inch away from the thing,
Well,
and
so
you can't get there because you're piling.
They're like almost an inch, or both. They might be more than an inch.
Yeah,
so,
it's a good portion.
You take them away.
So we'll come there.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not done yet. I'm not done
no,
yet.
you have more characters.
Chaos Lord is going to run. Yay! All right, I don't have to use a command point because he wants to get over here.
And what about Yogvir?
Yogvir. You know what? Let's help with those boar boys. We're gonna come over here.
Interesting.
So shooting phase, if I was smart, not that I planned it, then he would be within 9 inches. He is not, so I can't breathe onto him and destroy him because I have 2 breath attacks, but they're both 9 inches. So let's do the D3 mortal wounds. Oh, I don't care because everything within 9 inches doesn't matter. Well, put it on your banner, and he takes 1 mortal wound.
What about the other attack?
Oh, sorry, everything on him.
Oh.
Everything on the banner. Yeah, I gotta, obviously, if I'm gonna go against a character. Oh, 11 shots.
That's twice.
Yeah.
3s and 3s.
Yeah. 3s to hit. Okay, there's 3 misses. And then we're looking at 3s to wound. -1. 5 wounds.
5, okay. Well, I do have... So I have a 4% going to 5 up, but now, here's the thing. You can't see the shield on him, but I'm saying there is, because when I play him in Fantasy, I play him with a shield. And Matthew, I don't care if you disagree.
What does the shield do?
Reroll what it says.
Even against shooting?
Yeah.
Oh, then
Oh, wait, actually, no, not at all. Dang it! There's 2 wounds.
So he's taken 3 total.
And down to 3.
So he's lost half his wounds.
I failed that cheating.
You failed the cheating. I'm gonna do some warp fire from this warp fire dragon onto your boar boys.
Is it a range attack?
It is... Yes. No, it says do not use the attack sequence. No, it's a missile weapon.
Yeah, you gotta put
So
it
you're
on.
right. I got to put it on the guys right in front of him. So 2+. So that'll do D3 mortal wounds. So one of them dies.
This guy.
Yeah, good catch.
Charges?
So we'll start with Be'lakor. And he's going to charge 9 inches.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go? Be'lakor.
Interesting.
Now, see, if I go this way, I won't be able to then pile into your leaders.
Does it kill
Oh, wait, no,
first?
I kill them first. Yeah, because he charged, so he'll still be able to activate. So I'm going to pile him. I'm going to charge just outside of 3 inches of your guys, just to be a total jerkwad. There we go. My little chieftain right here will charge 6 inches. As promised, he's coming over here to help. My Chaos Dragon currently has +2 to run and charge because of the spell Wild Form, so he's going to declare charge and get a whopping 5, and I don't think I have a leader nearby to re-roll that, so I will be stuck just destroying this one. I was hoping to jump him right here, obviously. So we'll just kill your one character. And lastly, we have these Chaos Warriors who will declare charge, and they will get 6 because they've got a horn to give them +1 run and charge. And that will bring them into combat with these boar boys. I will use a command ability by my Chaos Lord onto the Chaos Warriors called Spurred by the Gods, which allows them to fight twice. That doesn't allow them to fight twice immediately. They can just be picked to fight a second time.
Interesting.
And on the other side, my Dark Oath Chieftain will use the generic all-out attack on himself to give himself reroll 1s to hit. And then in the fight phase, I will start with my Chaos Marauders. So they will pile in.
Warriors.
Sorry, Chaos Warriors. My bad. I apologize. So they're going to hit on 3s, their first swing. And then wound on 3s. Oh, not bad.
8, 5, 6. We got them crazy good shields. Reroll. 2 die. Yowza.
Now remember, I can choose them to fight again, but I don't fight right away.
I do remember. They're gonna go. And this guy here has to get closer there, and I think this will do.
Yeah, that's fine. The idea is I kill them all, hopefully. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to pile in that way.
So 3 on the Marauders, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s, nothing. And then there's 2 on the Dragon. Okay, your pick.
What about the one on
Oh, wait, one on Be'lakor.
Oh, jeez. Well, my Chaos Warriors will fight again. So we got our 17 attacks again. 3s to hit. And then 3s to wound.
5 up. We're gonna keep doing that,
that
really
was
good
good.
roll.
Oh, only 1 wound.
Let's deal on him. Let's try to kill some Chaos Warriors. Boars and spears going together, hitting on 4s.
Solid hit.
Much better. And wounding on 4s. Okay, I like it. Oh, looks like 6. 4 save.
No more rerolls. Oh, jeez.
Well, we get one. I'll take it.
Yeah. The one in the end. Do my Chaos Marauders next. Now over here we have to think about the Shaman. I'm not within 4 inches to be able to fight him, and I don't really care about bringing him into the fight. So.
Oh, as long as you like this, should be fine.
Yeah. You know what? I will bring him in. I won't be able to fight him, but he's -1 to wound, so I'm not scared of him. They don't have that +1 to hit from the Chaos Lord, so they're only +1 to hit from having 10 guys. So 3s to hit. Ooh. And 4s to wound, -1 rend, 4 of them.
5's re-rolling.
Oh, it's -1, so 6
is re-rolling, so
re-roll the
re-roll
other
that
one.
one.
So 3 of them die so far.
Banner. This guy will attack the Vortex Beast. He hits, and he does not wound. Your pick.
All right, Dragon, we'll try to finish off those other 4 orcs. Start with his Snapping Jaws, D3 attacks, looking at 3s to hit and 3s to wound. These are -1 D6 damage.
Ooh.
So 6 up, re-rolling. Oh, that's good. That could have killed him right there. And then his Twisted Claws hitting on 3s. Oh, you've got this. This could kill you if I roll 2 3+s. He does no damage.
Perfect.
All right, so you've trapped Be'lakor there.
I
Be'lakor.
guess I'll go with these boys. I'm just gonna go around a bit, bring up a bit.
Get a couple more in. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Boars and spears all going together, hitting on 4s and wounding on 4s. Oh,
Yikes.
4.
I still have 10 warriors, so I will be re-rolling these 4+s.
And then Be'lakor's gonna swing in.
Yeah, I guess he'll have to kill them rather than going after your heroes. 3s to hit and 3s to wound. -1, 2 damage.
6s.
Oh, you can survive.
Re-rolling.
You do! He only kills 2. How embarrassing.
Shaman's go ahead and swing.
Uh-oh.
One attack on a 4 and a 4 because he's -1 to wound.
It didn't matter. Minus what?
-1.
So I got a 6 up.
No, it's no rend.
No rend. 5 up, re-rolling 1s. Oh, there's the 5.
Oh, your pick.
Chaos Spawn. We'll try to finish that one little guy off. 2d6 attacks, 9 attacks, but no doubles. 4s and 4s, baby. We got 4 hits, followed by 0 wounds.
Okay, well, I have to go with these guys now. Looks like only 3 are gonna fight. But we're gonna have to go ahead and maintain coherency. Maybe? That'll do. 3 attacks, sitting on 4s, wounding on 4, nothing.
So you only
no, we're holding the 16 of a banner. I should reroll that 1. Got a wound.
Do you
-1.
reroll hits or just reroll 1s to hit?
I reroll 1s to hit with that weapon, and I
With
reroll
2
1s to
weapons.
wound with that banner.
Okay, so 1 got through. I have a 5 up normally, but -1 rend, so 6 up. Take 1 wound.
Bring him down to 4.
And then he'll fight.
2 attacks.
2d6 attacks. 9 again, but no doubles.
So 4s and 4s for these boys.
Yeah, if you ever roll doubles, it becomes 3s and 3s, which obviously
Would help there.
we would see.
But not
difference.
bad,
4
not
wounds.
bad. 4 wounds.
No
We do
rend.
that 5
No
up save. And
No
this is the
shield, no
combat
shield,
phase.
no shield, no shield.
They have no shield.
So 3 of them die.
2, 3. We both forgot about these guys.
Yeah, I would have done my dragon next, but who cares? Go ahead.
He's holding the big boss pole there, so it's 4s and 4s.
Oh no.
I got 2 wounds, no rend.
No rend. 4 up save then. Okay, well, I guess he will attack back and try to eat your war boss, starting with his warped Maws. Warped Maws. There's 2 of them. I'm sorry. There's 6 attacks hitting on 3s. Good solid hit. And they are wounding on 2s because he's not injured. So we got 4 wounds at -1, 1.
All right, 5 up save.
Jeez, okay, you don't want to die. I'm not done. Then his vicious talons, which aren't really that vicious, they're 4s to hit. Okay, we're done. My dragons did nothing.
Interesting. Are we all done? Back and forth here? Completely?
Nope, I'm not done yet. I still have Chieftain. And these warriors too haven't fought. So let's start with his Cursed Broadsword, which he gets +3 attacks on the charge, so 6, hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1s thanks to all-out attack. Well, look at that, I got 1 extra hit because of that. 3s to wound. Yeah, only -1.
6 up save. Gonna be rerollable. No.
2 so far.
2 damage.
No, 1 damage. Oh yeah, they're 2 damage each. So that's 4 damage. And then I got a little piddly axe attack, which is just 3s and 3s, no rend, 1 damage. So no rend.
5's rerolling. Okay.
So 5 damage total. That actually kills 3 of them.
This guy on the...
Just keep working your way down the line.
Yeah.
And we'll just move down the line right here. We're going to have the Chaos Warriors go next. Unfortunately, only 3 of them are going to get to fight. 3s to hit and 3s to wound. So 4 wounds.
5 up save.
Oh!
Rerolling.
Okay.
Another one dies.
Another one dies.
Yoink.
Another one bites the dust. The Vortex Beast, he's pretty injured, so he's not going to be hitting nearly as hard, but I only have to kill 1 guy, so that should be easy, right? We'll start with his Crushing Claws, hitting on 4s, and wounding now on 3s instead of 1s. And see, look at the difference. 2 1s, those would have still not wounded.
Any rend?
-1 D3 damage, so just
6 up. He's got a shield. No,
he
did.
dies. That's all. Goodbye.
Doing Battle Shock right here.
I do have a banner that's -1
Yeah.
bravery.
So I'm going to bravery a 5 with them +2, then -1.
And so
I'm all fine.
you were bravery 6 and you lost 2 guys.
After all the
so
modifiers.
you're fine.
Over here, I don't think you did enough to me.
I did at least 3. Well, I killed 5 just with mortal wounds, and then he killed another 3.
Oh, right.
So I killed 8 of them.
Damage. Yeah, all damage came from this one. So 8 died. I had bravery 5. And I don't know if this counts yet, because I think the banner has to be within 3. I'll double check. So this banner is actually a skull icon, so it's not going to help my bravery.
So they don't.
So basically, D6 plus 3 are going to flee. So 9 of them are going to flee. But the skull icon, I roll a die for everybody. On a 6, they don't flee.
Well, that's good because you have exactly 9 guys left.
Give me some 6s! Another, one stays.
1 stays!
We're going to leave the drummer. I am bravery 5, -1 for the banner. And I've lost 4 models.
So he lost 5 more.
Bravery 5, down to 4, plus 2 to 6 for all these banners. And I lost 4 models.
Oh! Oh, they're all gone.
Give them a boys.
Here you go. Oh.
All right, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's go on to, oh wait, you score.
Yeah.
One, 2, 3, and we have to count these. I think I got this one.
Yeah, I'm not with it.
You might be. We'll count this one and we'll count this one.
Okay.
I still hold on to this one.
Yeah, there's 2 and 2 on that one.
Still hold on to this one.
2 and 2 on this one. So
Matthew's
they're
to score
tied.
3 points.
So 6-4.
In my hero phase, I'm going to cast an Orky spell on you. Well, actually, it's going to be multiple units, but I'm going to roll the spell first, see if I get it. I got it with a 9. You might as well try to unbind it before
I have lots of unbinding.
You have tons. It's the only spell I can cast. You do not.
Do not. I don't have any plus.
So now I pick 3 units within 20, and I give them the gaze of Mork. So I'm going to pick here, them, and then I don't think anything over here really matters. So, oh, you think it's not more than 20? It actually might be more than 20.
Yeah, they're more than 20.
Okay, well, let's pick these 3 units then.
So Be'lakor, Warp Fire Dragon, and Marauders. And what does it do?
So I'm gonna roll a die. On a 1, nothing happens. 2 to 5, you take a mortal wound, and 6 take D3.
Okay.
So right there. I take
One mortal
1
wound.
actually, and then the dragon
Ooh,
takes
D3 mortal wounds.
takes 1,
One.
and then the marauders also take 1.
1, 1, and 1.
We're going after Be'lakor for now. We're gonna do a run and retreat. Basically,
Grab the objective.
actually, you know, I might as well. Not gonna do anything. They're gonna run and retreat as well. Not very far. We've been playing Beasts of Chaos for years. We're prepared for this.
Yeah, just retreat, grab objectives.
Run and retreat. Right there. Avoiding this spawn. And then we are shifting.
Goodbye, Be'lakor. Well, maybe. We'll see.
Time to charge! First chariot.
The chariots don't shoot at all?
No,
No whip attacks?
not that kind of chariot. And maybe use some mortal wounds on the charge. I roll a die, and a 4+. You'll take D3. Nope. Let's go on to this chariot. Same thing. No.
Oh, the knife doesn't hit.
Boss man.
He's
Uh-oh.
in. Oh, he's in. Easy.
Yeah, he gets it. And then
What
boss
a
pull
surprise.
just in case. I'm going to send everybody in. Starting off with my big boss man here.
Are you going to use any command abilities?
Oh yeah, sorry, I am going to use his. I'm going to get the extra attack for all melee weapons.
So,
Boss goes first. He has the big chop up. It'll be 6 attacks, so 7 attacks.
So hold on, before you roll, I'm going to use the all-out defense command ability on Be'lakor.
Okay,
You can reroll ones
that
to
makes sense.
save. Modifiable.
We're hitting on 3s. Beautiful.
Oof.
We're wounding on 3s. We're rerolling 1s because of the banner. Oh, just 5. Normally 1 rend, but Be'lakor ignores it.
He ignores positive and negative modifiers. 4 up. Rerolling 1s because of all-out defense. So he takes 1 wound.
And then his boar will have an extra attack, hitting on 4s and wounding on 4s, but gets a reroll because it charged. 1. 4 up rerolling 1s.
Saved.
No, your pick.
Well, I'll do Be'lakor before he dies, and I'll attack the other.
Banner.
Yeah, I'll just pile whatever. I'll attack straightforward. 3s to hit. Ooh, you're probably going to survive this. 3s to wound. Definitely going to survive this. -1, 2.
Ooh, 5 up.
Reroll.
Takes 2. No, he's no banner. Or no shield. And any reason why I can't roll them together?
I see no reason.
Okay. So both the crews fighting extra attacks for each of them because of the command ability. We're hitting on 4s. And wounded on 4s. We have 1, 4 up, rerolling 1s. Just 1.
Oh, just 1?
Yeah, I will roll again.
Okay, well then, that was
right.
50-50. Reroll
Reroll
1s.
1s.
No,
one
take another
more.
wound.
And then each chariot has 4 boar attacks, so 10 attacks on 4s.
Oh, golly.
And 4s rerolling because I charged. Just 1.
4 up. Okay, he's down to 4 wounds after all of that.
And then we have this guy. Great Wah Banner first, extra attack, hitting on 4s and 4s, rerolling 1s. We have 2. Before you roll, we'll do our boars because it's 4s.
Oh,
Okay.
so it's just 2 of them. 4 up. 1 more, so I got down to 3 after all of that.
Oh. Well, at the end of my turn, I have this objective and this objective getting 2 points. That's it, I think. Battle round 3.
So the score is 6-6. You win ties for choosing who goes next. Oh, wait, no. I win ties.
You win ties.
So,
Pick.
well, me.
Okay, so I'm gonna remove.
Yeah, you get to move, and then you get to slice my vortex piece again.
This one makes the most sense.
That's a lost cause. And do you want to just?
Actually, it makes sense to leave that there. This is the one I should take away.
Yeah, that's one I definitely will be keeping.
The thing will roll for a millimeter.
D6 mortal wounds.
Why don't you roll it? You paid for the stupid thing.
Okay, so I'll roll D6 and then heal D3. I take 4, and then I heal 2. So I'll take 2 down to 5. Because at the start of my hero phase, he heals.
Oh, and just a reminder, whoever goes second in the battle round gets to remove one of the objectives. Well, hero phase.
I'm going to make another Tzeentch spawn, or a Chaos spawn. So I'll choose a unit and roll a die, and if I kill, it'll be the Boar Boys.
Okay.
Hey, Boar Boys, you're going to roll another 6. Oh, it was there for a moment. I think this is just -1 to their movement, but I should have had it open. I just assumed I was going to roll a 6. Yeah, -1 to their move for the rest of the battle.
Ooh, okay.
We're actually going to switch over here. Sorry, I told Steve, I pointed there. I'm going to try to dispel my endless spell so I can stop chopping me up. I did! Thank you!
I want to point out that so far in this game, Matthew's endless spell's done the most damage for me.
I paid a good 50-point investment there.
Well,
I'm going to recast it, punk.
Who's attempting
Wait,
to
no,
recast
actually,
it?
I think we're going to have the Chaos Dragon recast it. Because I don't care about his treason thing, because he's not with it. Well, you could put on them. So we're going to just dispel it. And I'm going to cast it. And you don't stop it.
I can see it. No, I can see it. I can see it. No way!
And I hit all 4.
This guy's dead.
Dead.
Ridiculous.
Is that a war boss?
Yeah, it's a war boss.
Okay, so D6 mortal wounds to the banner bearer. Oh, he's alive.
Take that.
And D6 mortal wounds to the other one. 5.
He's got 1 left.
Does he have 6?
Yeah.
Okay, and then D6 mortal wounds to your boars. 4. So 2 of them will die and 1 will get wounded. Oh, golly. I see why you like doing the spells with your Seraphim.
Dumb.
It's like dispel 1 and huck it somewhere else.
So ridiculous.
Yeah. Be'lakor will do his -1 to wound thingy. He fails it, and then he'll do Arcane Bolt. Mystic Shield on himself. Gets it.
Yeah, okay,
Yay.
whatever. Whatever.
So now we are going to move. We're gonna fly, because this guy is really dangerous. You've seen, oh wait, I guess I should stay more than 3 inches away. That is the rule after all. We're gonna have 1,000,000 marauders come your way. Oh, you know what? Let's just kind
It's
of.
gonna take several minutes.
No, you know what?
There you go. Now you're a chaos player.
We'll bring the chieftain out this way. You know what? They're gonna come this way too. Only 5 inches though. They get a +1 to their charge, so. And then swing it all the way over. I got a random move on the spawn, but he's not gonna move because he's gonna charge your little shaman there. And shaman. And then, you know what? I'm not quite sure exactly. I know the dragon is just gonna fly over here. And you know what? They're gonna be dead. He'll fly.
Why are you overthinking this?
And the spawn has a random 2d6 inch move, and so he'll just naturally move like that. And then these Chaos Warriors will just get right there. And the Lord will run. Because his whole job has been like, you know what would be really good? A mount. I gotta go get myself a 3-headed mount.
Dragon mount. This was a peaceful village full of pacifist orcs.
Oh, is that what we're doing now?
And just look at this.
Josh is nothing but vegan ogres. You've got pacifist orcs.
How'd they get so fat?
Hey, being a vegan doesn't stop you from gaining weight if you do it right. So
Wait, what?
Chaos Lord, he will run, and just so he can keep up with his posse right here. There we are. So in the shooting phase, I'm going to breathe the D3 mortal wounds onto this war boss and kill him, and I'm going to breathe the other one that's 3d6 or 2d6 3s and 3s to try to kill him. I get only 3 attacks, so I could kill him, but not likely. 3s to hit, already not likely. 3s to wound, definitely not likely. And the Warpfire Dragon over here will breathe its mortal wound dealing thing. Oh, it's onto your war boss with the banner. On a 2+, do D3 mortal wounds. On a 6, it'll do D6. So it does 2 mortal wounds, bringing him down to 2.
Boop.
And then we've got a bunch of charges. We'll start with my chieftain, who will charge just 5 inches, getting him just into combat. Then the marauders, or the warriors behind them, will have to do a longer charge. 7 inches is not going to be in there. I know it says 6, but they get +1. Then we'll do my dragon, because it's kind of in the way. I want to roll nice and high. Ooh, yeah, that's nice and high, so he can get both of your little orc boar chariots. Not that he's going to do any damage to them. Not that I'm complaining because I'm obviously doing all right. Marauders here will then charge. And this becomes a 6 because of their ability, and I get +1, so 10-inch charge, right? Why is that a rule? Please get rid of Steve. And after several minutes, 15 minutes off camera, I picked up all the pieces of what Steve's little hissy fit just did and put.
That was appropriate! Would you just stop charging?
No, Chaos Spawn. He's gonna charge your Shaman. And then that little war boss that survived, the Vortex Beast, is gonna charge that guy.
Stop charging me, bro.
And then the Chaos Spawn over here will charge this way, so we leave room for the dragon. Oh, he failed! Oh no! There's nobody nearby. He is the general, but he's not within 12 inches. And I believe he's not a. I'll double check if he's a hero. He is a wizard after all. He's a hero. He's a hero.
Okay.
Okay. He's not a leader. He's still just a behemoth. But all right, he makes his charge. I use my one and only command point to do so. So now I don't get to make them fight twice again. Oh no. 8-inch charge for them, and my lord is. All right, Steve. You ready for this?
You ready for this?
Yeah. Obviously, the Chaos Marauders are gonna go first. So, oh boy. So we got 4 onto the chariot, 10 onto your one war boss, and 8 onto your other war boss. 4 onto the chariot, hitting on 3s because there's at least 10 of them, and wounding on 4s because that's their stats.
I think there's at least 20 of them.
-1, yeah. No, at least 20 is the rend. At least 10 is the +1 to hit.
So is there rend on this?
Yes, -1. So you're what, 5 up?
That was on the chariot?
This is on the chariot. Is he at a 6 up
He's
now?
a 4 up to 5 up.
Okay, no rerolls.
Bringing them down to 4.
And then onto the war boss with the banner. 3s to hit. 4s to wound. I'd really like to kill this guy. That's
So we got a 5 up save against that because you have a rookie dead.
yeah. And then the other 8 guys into your other war boss, hitting on 3s. If they can do half as well as the last group, they'll kill your war boss in one swing, but I don't think that's going to happen. 4s to wound. Yeah, definitely not. 4 wounds.
This 4 up save goes to 5 up. It is rerollable.
So he takes
We're
2
down
wounds.
to 4. He's just gonna go. I want to kill Bellicor. 3s with his chop up.
Ooh.
And 3s. There's no reroll 1s because he killed the banner.
That's the idea.
4 up save.
Yeah, because I don't care about your rend. So 4 up, and I have Mystic Shield on, so rerolling once. So 2 wounds. I'm down to 1 wound.
All right, Boar. You get him, Boar. We got 1 hit and 1 wound.
4 up, rerolling once. Oh, Bellicor goes down after having done nothing all game.
I've now taken 4 models off the table.
Let's do the Chieftain. He's going to try to kill your boar chariot before you have a chance to respond. 6 attacks, only hitting on 4s. And 3s to wound. So 2 wounds, -1, 2 wounds each.
5 up.
Oh, you survived.
Oh, we got 2 wounds left.
I do have a one of my sword attacks or axe attacks. It's nothing much. 3s and 3s. That's nothing.
I am going to attack the dragon. Nah, I'll attack these guys. Yeah, this is the right call.
Is it?
I got 1 wound on them, 4s and 4s.
Is there any rend?
No, there's no rend. Has there ever been a rend?
Well, yeah, your
Actually,
bosses
yes,
have a
you're right.
rend, and the other guys have
No
rends.
rend, no rend.
5 up, rerolling 1. So no rerolling 1.
Got him.
1 dice. You got
Got
him. Good job.
him.
Good job. The dragon. I'm going to put all my attacks in this chariot because he sucks. So let's just do his twisted claws and see if that can do the trick. We're looking at 3s and 3s. And they'll be -1, 2 damage. So 2 wounds, -1, 2 damage.
5 up. You
He's
did.
dead.
You got him. I'm going to go with this chariot.
And into what?
Oh, it's going to be into
More
them.
marauders? Oh! What about the boars?
That was them
What about the guys on top?
combined.
Oh,
They didn't matter.
that's it?
I'd have to separate them because. Oh, wait, sorry, it's 2 more attacks.
Let's see.
Actually, I did 2 more boar attacks than the other one. I didn't do enough boar attacks.
Okay.
It's all 4s and 4s, so it didn't matter. 1
5
more
up.
save on them. That's right. We're just racking the kills now.
Okay, I think
your
it makes. I don't know where I need to worry. I think. I'm not going to think too hard about this. Let's just see if my Mutilith Vortex Beast can kill your war boss with the banner over here and get rid of that buff. Start with his Crushing Claws, hitting on 4s, and wounding on 3s now. So 1 wound, -1, D3 damage. What's the save
We're
normally?
good. 4 up.
Okay. And his Betentacled Maw is no longer 3d6 attacks, it's only d6 attacks. So we've got 4, and these are 4s and 4s, no rend, 1 damage. So you're likely going to survive. Yep, you've definitely survived. 1 wound, no rend, which you do not save, so you're down to 1 wound.
Well, he's gonna go.
Well, you don't want...
I'm hitting on 4s, and I'm wounding on 4s. Okay, your pick.
Chaos Dragon will do all his Warped Maw and Vicious Talons into your Boar Boys. Separately. So 3s to hit with the Warped Maws, all but 1, and then we're looking at 2s to wound. Naturally, I roll 2 1s, -1, 1 damage.
6 up, rerollable.
There was 3 of them.
The other one, rerollable.
So
Oh, okay. So 2 of them go through. How much damage?
1.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, well, I'm not done yet.
Okay.
But his Vicious Talons aren't that great. 4s to hit, 3s to wound, no rend. So 1 more.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he sucks, I tell you. Like,
No.
he's
How
got
much damage.
1.
Okay.
Okay, well, yeah, understand that he's cast 2 spells,
Yeah, but nothing in combat?
and his
Still a
his
dragon.
breath attacks are decent. They're really decent.
but like, that's
I know.
pathetic close
He's
combat.
340 points, a little too steep. If you had given him a little bit better, like make one of those attacks, like the Maws 2 damage or something, and boom, you're good. That's all you got to do. But yeah, no, he's pretty pushover in close combat.
It's my pick.
Oh no, that's the shaman in my.
I hit.
Yeah.
I don't wound. Your pick.
Yeah, you re-roll that because the banner's still alive.
The banner's still alive! How is he still alive? I have wounds. Minus nothing. D3 damage. 1.
You almost got him.
So close.
So you're so close. All right, my Chaos Warriors into your Boar Boys. Well, we're looking at 3s and 3s. Look at that roll.
Interesting.
5.
5 up, which is
Cool.
gonna be re-rollable.
Oh,
One wound.
one more. So just a wound on the guy. Your pick.
I don't want to pick them.
Well, then pick the War Boss, another beast.
He did already.
Oh, did he go?
Yeah,
Well, then you
no,
still have...
I got no picks left.
Yeah, you got to pick them.
I gotta pick them.
Yeah. What are they going to fight?
Well, they'll go after the Chaos. Warriors.
Oh, the Chaos.
that are hitting on 4s.
Solid.
And they're wounding on 4s, all the spears and boars. We gotta reroll these 1s because the banner's nearby.
So 8, hit,
Not
and
bad.
wound.
Oh, yeah, 4 save.
4 up and rolling? Yeah, you
course it
haven't
is.
killed one yet. Oh, jeez. That was a 4 or a 6 or whatever. You kill one!
We got one.
So I don't get the rerolls anymore. Spawn over here into the Boar Boys. Random 2d6 attacks. Still no doubles, but rolling nice and high for the attacks at least every single time.
So 10 attacks on 4s. And 4s.
Yay! I could
5
kill one.
up.
Nope, I
Nailed
didn't.
it.
I got one more spawn now.
2d6 attacks.
Hey!
10
No!
attacks on 3s and 3s.
This is my first time ever seeing that happen, and I've brought spawn a few times. 3s to hit.
Okay.
That's a little below average, but that's okay.
You can't kill me. I take 1 wound.
Yeah.
I'm down to 4. I'm gonna concede now. I think it's safe to concede now. We'll do some. There's no morale. So
I'm not able to kill you.
I don't think you're like. That was pathetic showing, Matt.
That was pretty
Like,
bad, actually.
You probably should have killed
For
them
all that I
time.
just charged in there.
I'm embarrassed.
You're embarrassed for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty poor. But it shows you that the dragons really aren't that good. Okay, let me clarify. The Chaos Dragon's breath attacks, I think, are great. And
Not for their point costs.
and the fact that he can cast and unbind 2 spells. Also, hey, he's the one that whipped that. Okay, all you got to do is pay 50 more points. So make him 390 points, and you can bring that endless spell. And he just goes forward and he tosses it. And
Your endless spell was the most deadly thing in my army.
And then I've actually, and then because he can cast 2, then he can spend every other hero phase removing it and tossing it again.
Are you kidding me?
So,
Are you kidding me?
So for only 50 more points. For only 50 more points.
That whole tactic.
That makes him really good. But his built spell is pretty good.
You know what? No, you're done. You're done. You're done talking. Thanks for watching, everybody. Happy wargaming.
No,
you weren't done. You will not talk about this game.
I want to talk about
I have nothing you can do. Go ahead.
I want to talk about yours.
All right, we want to talk about it. Go ahead and talk about it.
You're gonna.
Thanks for checking out that video, folks. Don't forget, paired with it in the MiniWarGaming Vault is Steve versus Luca, Slaves of Darkness versus Ossiarch Bone Reapers, 2,000-point game of Age of Sigmar. If you're not a Vault member and you want to check this game out, click the link down below for a 7-day free trial. And with that, get yourself access to many other Age of Sigmar related videos and battle reports. The Vault members are what help sustain MiniWarGaming and allow us to continue making new content for your viewing pleasures. As always, folks, we'll see you next time, and happy wargaming.